Hi guys, it's SJ. Happy Baby Name Monday. I hope you're well. My name is SJ and I post new baby name lists here on YouTube every single Monday. So if you're naming a baby or if you love baby names like me, you have found your home here on YouTube. Don't forget to hit subscribe if it is red, you're not subscribed, and I don't want you to miss any baby name lists. Today is a girl name list and next week will be the equivalent boy name list, and it is strong historical names for girls. So these are all names of women who have basically changed history over the last few years. There is such a huge trend towards these strong, powerful female leaders, and what better person to name your baby girl after? All these names are stunning as well. They're quite unique, they're rare, they're beautiful, they're from all around the world, and they've got such lovely role models attached to them. So I will get straight on with my top 9 historical baby girl names. This first name is beautiful. It is a floral name as well, and it ranks at number 162 here in the UK at the moment, which is quite far down, but it is a stunning name, and that is the name Rosa. So Rosa, of course, means rose. Rose is a very English name, but Rosa Parks was the famous American woman from Alabama who challenged racial segregation. If you remember the story of Rosa Parks, she started a huge movement in the US against racial segregation by sitting in the front of the bus. She was a really inspiring woman. She died 4 years before Obama became the first Black American president, and she's somebody that has been spoken about through history, but was an everyday woman who just took a stance, and her name is so gorgeous as well. She looks like a really gentle soul, but somebody who had strong passions and strong beliefs and wasn't afraid to stand up for her entire community. So it's a beautiful, gorgeous name, and she is an amazing, inspiring woman. And what a story to tell your little girl when she grew up that she was named after Rosa Parks. The name to me, I think, is beautiful. I think Rosa lends itself to so many stunning middle names as well. You can imagine a Rosa Clementine or a Rosa Maribel or something beautiful like that. I think the A ending is just really, really gorgeous and makes it a little bit special against Rose by any other name. So what do you think of the name Rosa? A very fierce female from history was Cleopatra, but imagine naming your daughter Cleo. I think it's much more wearable than the long form, but you could be daring and go with Cleopatra. I just loved the name Cleo so much, and I used to grow up when I was younger. I was a bit obsessed with Cleopatra. She's kind of known now just for her beauty and her quirks, like bathing in milk and things, but in history she was a very formidable female ruler of a country that needed a lot of leadership. So she's a really fascinating woman to read about, as well as being known for being beautiful, eccentric, exotic, and I just really love the name Cleo. I think it is really lovely as a little nickname as first name. It's really, really pretty. It's easy to spell. It's got that cute O ending. It's a bit of like a nickname as first name. It would suit a sister, for like a Lottie and Cleo sound really, really cute together. At number 187 here in the UK, so it's getting used a lot. What do you think of the name Cleo after the gorgeous Cleopatra? Another soft, gorgeous name that relates to the strongest, coolest female is the name Bessie. So Bessie, I love Bess. I think it is so gentle, cute, and pretty. But Bessie is also a short form of Elizabeth as well. But there was a very famous woman called Bessie Coleman. I reckon there's going to be a movie made about her because she is so cool. She was basically the first black pilot, female pilot. She was American, but she travelled all the way to France to get her international pilot license, came back to the US and was not allowed to become a professional pilot due to her race. So she became a stunt pilot instead, became famous for doing these amazing stunts, and she refused to perform in front of segregated audiences. So yeah, she was a real pioneer again, and I just love her story. I think it's just so inspiring, so exciting and interesting, and I would love to tell that story to a little Bessie in my household about what you can achieve if you go after your dream. But don't just achieve it for yourself, bring people along with you, because she also founded a school for female pilots. So a really, really cool woman with an absolutely gorgeously soft, deceptive name for such a powerhouse. I love the name Bessie. What do you reckon? A beautiful Germanic name after a very famous British political woman is the name Emmeline. Emmeline is so lovely. It is long, it is sweet. My daughter's Evelina, so I would like Emmeline, but it is really, really soft and pretty, and I think Emmy is a gorgeous nickname that gets used a lot. And Emmeline Pankhurst was a big political leader. She was very strong. She demanded that women ask for their democratic rights back in Edwardian Britain. She was very, very fierce. She went to prison something like 13 times. She spoke out. She told everybody what was going on. She made this a global agenda for women. So yeah, a really, really, really cool woman to be named after. Emmeline itself is a stunning name, and it means work. It's a Germanic name, and it's at number 347 here in the UK. So your little Emmeline could be one of the only Emmelines in her class. But it's a lovely, soft, pretty name to spell with a huge historical punch. Couldn't have a name list like this without the name of Florence on it, after Florence Nightingale. She is so, so famous. This name is so well used. It's at number 19 here in the UK, and it's lovely. It means blossoming, so it's got that lovely floral nature to it as well. But Florence Nightingale is known as the Lady with the Lamp. She was one of the first women who took nurses out to war, and at the time more people were actually dying of disease than they were of wounds, and she was very, very caring. She was known for her bedside manner. She was known for being very, very brave and being at the heart of the battle. And she continued her good work after the war as well. She's so, so famous, and a beautiful, kind, pioneering woman again to be named after. I love the name Florence. It's really special. It is very popular at the moment, but I wouldn't let that put you off. I absolutely think it is stunning, it's beautiful, it's timeless, it's elegant, and it's got that gorgeous historical figure behind it. I'd of course also go with the name Nightingale, but then I'm a little bit crazy. What would you reckon? Would you go with Nightingale for a middle name for somebody? Imagine Evelina Nightingale. Oh, love it. How about naming your daughter after India's first and only female Prime Minister, Indira Gandhi? So I'm not going to say this right, so I think you say Indira with a stronger A sound at the end, whereas I think in Britain we might go Indira and focus on the E sound, but it's Indira, and I really like it. It's Indira. So imagine that if you love the name Indy as a nickname, which is really popular here in the UK. So she was a very, very strong political figure. Imagine being the first and only female Prime Minister in India. That is pretty special, and somebody that your daughter would always look up to. So I love the name Indira. I think it is gorgeous with the nickname Indy. I think it works if you have an Indian background or not, just as a very stunning name. And best of all, it means beauty. So how lovely is that? It is in use here in the UK, but it's only at number 2,925 at the moment. So get in there quick with this gorgeous Indian name meaning beauty in Sanskrit, and have a very special baby name. I love this next name, and it is Lucila. Isn't that nice, Lucila? If you love the name Lucy, I think it is so pretty. And this is after a famous Chilean female poet who wrote about morality. She wrote all about motherhood as well, and she became the first female poet from Latin America to win a Nobel Prize for literature. So I just love that. I'm sure she's got some amazing poems, which I haven't had a chance to look up. But yeah, I will maybe see if I can find a link and pop it in the description box, or let me know if you have heard of her. You may not have heard of her because she had a pseudonym actually, which was Gabriela Mistral. So you may know her more by that. But her real name, I just loved it. I thought it was really special, Lucila. And I can imagine that being really popular. I love L sounding names. I love the fact that she could be Cece as well as a little nickname, and she could be Lulu as well, the Lou at the beginning. So it's a really special, unique name. Pop it on your list, play around with it, have a read of her poetry. Somebody who's won the Nobel Prize for Literature is definitely somebody to name a little daughter after. The next name is very popular. It's at number 87, and it's one of the names I've been predicting to rise, and that is the name Clara. I love the name Clara. It's been featured in the Nutcracker movie recently, so it's got that sort of ballet references as well. But Clara Barton was the founder of the Red Cross, so she was quite similar to Florence Nightingale in that she was known as the angel of the battlefield. She was a nurse, and she used to go out and go right to the front line and care for soldiers, but she came back and founded the Red Cross, which we all know and love today. I think Kate Middleton is the patron of the Red Cross at the moment, so I did predict this as maybe a royal name to pop up soon because it's a beautiful one. Lara is quite popular as well. I just think Clara sounds vintage, it sounds elegant, it's very, very beautiful as a name, and it means clear or bright, so it's got a lovely baby name meaning as well. But I think knowing that your daughter is named after somebody who really put themselves out there and fought on that front line alongside the soldiers in her caring capacity, and then went on to found something all by herself, is an amazing, amazing person to be named after. This next name is funny because some of you thought this was my name, and I really, really wish it was. So apparently on Auto, the subtitles that come up, my name comes up as Este. So my name is Sarah Jane and I always have gone by SJ. Loads of people call me that, but I love the name Este, and I love the idea of naming your daughter after Estee Lauder. So Estee Lauder's real name was Josephine. Yeah, her real name was Josephine Esther, and her dad used to call her Este as a bit of a nickname, and then she chose that as her name when she launched the big company that we know as Estee Lauder. She's a real entrepreneur. She made herself one of the self-made women of the entire world. What a businesswoman, what a mind, what an empire that she has. And I think if we're into fashion and beauty and glamour, it's a beautiful, beautiful name. It means star, so it's like Esther and all those names, but a little bit different. It's really on a spike at the moment. I looked at the popularity of this name. It's at number 3,229, so it's not that high, but it was literally like, boom, it just kind of gone in last year. Could be a new one. I reckon over the next 3-4 years, we might be hearing Este a lot more. And you can also pretend you named her after me because, yeah, I really wish I had changed my own name to Este. I might just pretend it is. I could have done a YouTube name. That would have been a really smart idea of mine. So I hope you enjoyed those top historical, cool baby girl names. Let me know in the comments below who you would add to this list. It's by no means complete because there are so many amazing women out there who you could name your little girl after. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming baby name videos. Next week I will be doing the boy version of this video as well. Follow me on Instagram if you would like to, and I will see you Wednesday, Friday for new videos. Take care everyone. Bye bye.